This is my Skype interview with Miss Pugh from Elsinore Elementary. What grade do you teach?
I teach sixth grade.
Sixth grade. And how long have you been teaching sixth grade?
This is my second year teaching sixth grade.
How many years have you been a teacher?
This is just my second year.
Just your second year? That's awesome. And what type of technology do you use in the classrooms?
Recently, like just 2 weeks ago, we used Skype in our classroom. My son's in the Air Force, and he's in, did it quit?
No, it's working.
Okay. My son's in England, and so we Skyped with him. And then last year, they had a huge earthquake in Japan. We Skyped with a service member who was actually in Japan, and part of the efforts to help them rebuild. So that was really cool. We use the iPad. We use the iPods. I recently purchased a Kindle, and so they read books on the Kindle. They think that's a really big deal. It encourages them in sixth grade. They're kind of their literature's not a big deal for them.
Yeah, they don't like to read.
They can read it on an electronic device that they're used to using. So a Kindle, iPod, iPad, the apps and things you can get now, they can read just about any book. Of course, computers. Have a smart board. My co-teacher has a Promethean board. Hope one day that I can have a Promethean board too. They do a lot of extra things. We have our school. 70% of them are on free and reduced lunch. So a lot of them do not have home computers. If they do have home computer, a lot of them don't have access to it.
Is all the stuff they learn you teach them in the beginning? Most of them don't know how to use them.
Most of them who come to us have never used a computer. Now, our school starts with a pre-K program, and they start computer pre-K.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Computer. So every classroom now has at least one iPad. Some have two. So they're fairly early. They're introduced to it. By the time they get to me in sixth grade, they know in some cases more than I do.
Yes.
Very creative in their exploration of those.
And did you learn how to use all these in school, or is it something that they bring to you and you have to figure out how to use, or do you take classes on them?
We have a lot of professional development that we stay, like if they have a half day or whatever, or before school actually starts or after. We workshops and stuff throughout the year. So if there's something that we're not up to date on or not as comfortable with, there are multiple resources we can use. I'm taking a class online now through the State Department, a project-based learning class, and which would incorporate computers and internet research and all of that, and teaching our standards through projects.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's, there's the technologies out there, and what we don't know or not as up to date on, there are resources where we can learn those skills.
Yes, that's awesome. And
they do teach us too.
Yeah.
They teach us a lot. It's like, oh, great.
They've been doing it for 6 years. And what do you think the benefits of using technology in the classrooms are opposed to classrooms that have no technology?
The biggest thing for me that I see is that, especially in where we live, in the area that we live in, that I teach in, they don't have access to these things. But out in the real world, when they get out on their own, they'll be required to use those things. In a lot of cases, just to hold we would call a simple job. It provides them with the resources that they'll need to go further in life. Provides them with an opportunity to explore things that they would never even think about exploring. We're currently working on putting a digital movie together.
Yeah.
My kids are just totally engrossed in that, and I see leaders emerging.
That is awesome.
It's really cool. So it provides them with opportunities that they otherwise would not have. Gives them some more ideas instead of the traditional doctor, lawyer.
Yes, ma'am.
They can be computer programmers. They can be movie editors. They can be, and so it's amazing.
Yes. Okay, well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Good luck.